What's going on, y'all? Curtis Smith here, Low Key Conversations. How y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? I don't even think I said that right. Normally I say something different. Whatever. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. I was debating whether or not I was even gonna bother tonight. A lot of stuff going on, and I don't know. Maybe I was just inside my feelings or whatever, but I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to do this. Yeah, go charge your phone. No, dead ass, I really wasn't going to bother tonight, but gotta stay professional, right? Can't get inside my feelings. Y'all don't got nothing to do with that, so. But what's up with y'all, man? How y'all week been? I'll wait for a minute and let this fill up. Stop what? Why are you telling me to stop? Y'all tell me how y'all week was, and then I'll let y'all know how my week has been. And I know some of y'all mad at me. I'm gonna get back to it, man. I'm telling y'all. I got everything planned for next week. Had to jump through some hurdles and make some things happen, but we'll be back next week. But again, like I said, it's not y'all fault that, I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with. So. But a few things on the itinerary. But before I get into that, damn, where everybody at? It's only 7:15. What y'all doing? I'm only 15 minutes late. That's black people time. Don't even start. Don't start. I put it out there and I asked y'all if y'all wanted to wait for next week for the full episode, if y'all wanted me to go live. Everybody said go live, so I went live. That's what's up. I saw pictures online. I went and, got a little extra with mine and took my wife to Rockefeller Center to see the lighting of the Christmas. Yo, I don't recommend anybody do that. Don't ever go to Rockefeller Center to see the lighting of the Christmas tree. It's not the first time I've done it, but I knew what I was in for. She didn't know. But we might as well have went down there for New Year's because it was crazy. The people, it was ridiculous. And then the walk-in and the barricading and walking blocks to go around, it was just stupid. It was nice eventually when we got there, but like I don't know the words that I'm looking for right now. It was worth it, but it was a lot. I'd plan better next time. It was cool. I'm just saying. It was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, that was my week. Went to New York. I ain't been to work since last week, Monday. That's a lot, because I went in on Tuesday for a little while. So I know I'm going to have all kinds of craziness when I get back tomorrow, but it was worth it. Sometimes your time is just more valuable than money. Sometimes. But with the holidays coming up, whatever, I needed that. And then we came back and it's right back to the bullshit. So what else, man? What else y'all got going on? I don't think I'm letting I know that's kind of messed up, but People always calling me at the wrong time. Yesterday, I was at the movies with my son. Phone started ringing. Can't answer it. Sent a text telling him, can't answer it. Told him I'd call him when I got home. Then I called when I got home and nobody answered the phone. And now you want to call while I'm live. Come on. I don't do this phone tag shit. What else happened this week? Oh. The video viewed around the world. I'm going to touch on that. But before anything else, it's only a few of y'all in here, and y'all already know, but some people will watch it, whatever, later. YouTube. Low Key Conversations. Go to YouTube and search Low Key Conversations for all of the episodes if you don't have a Facebook. Instagram at Low Key Conversations. Facebook, obviously. And that's it. I don't really do the Twitter thing. Snapchat is not really for something like this. So, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all Low Key Conversations. And if you want to send your suggestions, your comments, your input, Gmail, lowkeycombos@gmail.com. Alright? Yeah, the video heard around the world. That boy JL, Mr. Lucas. I saw it a long time ago. I saw it before he actually put it out. And I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I told him when I saw the video. I thought it was dope. I thought the concept was risque. Yes, it's true. Those are, that is the one taboo conversation that everybody is having amongst themselves. And, I don't really feel like people are bold enough to have those conversations face to face. So when I actually saw it, I was like, all right, that's dope. What I didn't like was that hug at the end of the video. And I told him that. You need to change that shit because that is not realistic. It just looked fake. Like, alright, if you want to dap somebody up and pull in real quick, tap, tap, let go, whatever, cool. But to pull in and squeeze and these motherfuckers rubbing each other back, it's too much. That was one thing I didn't like about it, that I thought could have went another way. Other piece, and I think like when people watch the video, they really got to remember and pay attention to the fact that like both sides of him, you know what I mean? Like Joyner wrote both of that, both of those verses. So the Make America Great Again dude and Old Boy, like that's all Joyner. But people looking at it like, yo, that white dude is bad racist. He got the reaction he was looking for, but I don't know. I don't think people really realize, like, yo, that's all him. It's one person. It's one artist doing it. But people are mad. They're like, yo, the white dude went in and he was saying all of this and that. And the black dude, he was kind of mellow. And he didn't really touch on the black issues. It was written by a black dude. So. Yeah, but nah, he didn't say, it's just stuff that he should have touched on, and he didn't really touch on it. And then, what's the old boy name? My Song. Shout out to My Song. My Song is dope. He been dope. Dude been crazy. Like, this ain't nothing new for him. He's like one of the best lyricists, period. He did a freestyle to it. He remixed it, quote unquote. And he did it from the African Americans, point of view. And he touched on a whole bunch of stuff that, Joyner didn't speak on. which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Like he touched on what he felt should have been said, but the fact that Joyner sparked something in him to make him want to go and do that, because my son didn't do that before he saw this shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Joyner, because he sparked something in my son to make him say, okay, you took it here, I'm gonna take it one step further. So shout to both of them. But people shitting on Joyner like, oh, you know, he should have said what my son said. He should have said that in the first place. Like, no. All of this, like the whole point, the whole purpose of it was to spark intellect, to spark conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the whole point of him doing it. So people going at Joyner like, oh, my son bodied your joint better than you did. Y'all sound real stupid. Y'all sound like dummies. Because that was the whole purpose of Joyner putting it out, was to spark conversation, to spark intellect, to spark inspiration. So the fact that my son would not have written that verse and had anything to remix had Joyner not taken that first step. That's all I'm saying. So y'all stop talking y'all shit. Yeah, word, B. How fickle fake. Yo, word up. Because it's not... It's like I said, man, this generation can't see beyond what's in front of their face. They can't. They can't. 28 million views, sparking conversations up. Word up. 28 million views, sparking conversation. And that's the whole point of it. Like, think about it. He had CNN came at him. Local news, Fox News came at him. TMZ came at him. Like, everybody is... He did something right. He did something right. That boy jumped out the window. And he said it himself. He's like, yo, he wasn't expecting to get the reactions that he's getting. Yo, Breezy. Chris Breezy reposted it on Instagram. Diddy liked it on Instagram. Come on, man. Y'all, stop. Stop hating. Give that boy his just due. Respect. Shout out to Joyner Lucas. I love me some my song though. Didn't hear what you're saying, so I'm going to have to. Yeah, go look that up. Because it was dope. It was real dope. Like, he bodied it. I'm not going to lie. My son bodied it. I can't say that he did better than Joyner. I can't say that. He just did it from a different perspective. And it was dope. It was dope. And my son's a beast, period. So go check it out. Yo. It's not too many people in here, yo. Go tell a friend to tell a friend that, yo, Low Key Convos is on right now. If y'all got questions, some shit y'all want to ask me, ask me. It's like I told y'all before, I can't really expect y'all to be candid with me and then be reserved with y'all. So I got some shit that I need to talk about and I need opinions on. But that's what's up. Thank you, Cobra. I don't got the setup that you got. With the pew, pew, pew. Yo. Shout out to Barely Watching. That's like a routine of mine now every Friday night. I watch Barely Watching every Friday night. And I like legit get mad at myself if I miss it. I'll be looking forward to that shit. Joining the man and yes, agreed. Both him and my son did their thing. Yeah, they did. Thank you, Dawn. Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. Yo, I ain't even eat dinner yet. I'm bugging out. What y'all have for dinner? Yo, one day I'm gonna have like a low-key combo, like spread. And I'm gonna invite at least 10 people to come through, bring a dish. We all gonna sit down here, and the cameras and the lights and everything gonna be on. We gonna eat, and we gonna have a real conversation. We gonna break bread. That'd be a dope show. That might be like the season finales. That'd be crazy. Like, everybody bring a dish, sit around the table and all that. Couple bottles of wine, some food, cameras on, lights on, and yo, like, that'd be dope. That could be like the season finale. I don't know. She upstairs. Why are you asking for her? For what? She upstairs. She's not the host of this shit. Nah, she upstairs. Christmas special. Really? Nah, because then we're going to have to exchange gifts, and I don't do that Secret Santa shit. Yeah, when they come at me with that shit at work, I'll be like, nah. Curtis, you're not going to participate? Nope. I'm good. I'm good. Because you say you're going to do it, and then you end up going out and buying a gift, and everybody don't participate, so everybody don't get a gift, and then you just spent $25 or $30 on whatever it is that you bought, and then it's like, you end up being the only one that bought something. I'm good. Yes, everybody bring wine. That'd be dope. I love me my wine. I'm not drinking wine tonight, though. It's not wine. I was watching the game, so I'm drinking beer. No food. Why no food? Why no food? See, she here. She here. She's in the room with all of y'all. She's not here. She's upstairs. Oh, and thanks for my call. I ain't been to work. Did you just hear me say I have not been to work since last Monday, Tuesday? I didn't get a chance to call you. No gifts, just food. Weekly wings. Yo, what is that show? There's a show on, what is it? Hot, I don't know what the name of it is. They be eating like different stages of hot ass chicken wings and burning their mouth and celebrities. And yeah, that shit's funny as hell. I know you're giving me shit. Don't give me shit. You know what? I'll call you tomorrow and do the typical, hey, just calling to check in, seeing how everything's going with your vehicle. Hope everything's going good. But yeah, next week, I will be resuming the official show with the, special guests and the intro and the credits and all of that. It was just a lot going on this week. I had things lined up. People canceled on me. It's dirty. But it is what it is. I know. Life gets in the way. So. But again, like I said, it's not y'all fault. So, if ever again a situation or scenario pops up that prevents the production from going on, I'm going to just do this. But this is not going to be a regular thing, and I'm not going to make it a habit. So don't get used to this. Last week I did it, and it was dope. Like, there was like ridiculous views and mad comments, and I was shocked. Like, I wasn't expecting to see what I saw last week. This week it's a little bit more dormant. I understand. I didn't really push it like that because honestly I wasn't sure if I was going to go live or not. In my head I was really just going to be like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to bother. But that's not right. Can't let personal shit get in the way of business. And me being inside my feelings ain't got nothing to do with y'all. So, it wouldn't have been right. But, yo, what else happened this week? I'm trying to think. Oh, chill. So, when me and my wife was in New York, what's dude from, NBC? Matt Lauer? Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to touch on that too. I see it. I see you, Cobra. I'm going to get that too. But, Matt Lauer. Son, really? Has he even released a statement yet, like clarifying anything? Because all I know is that we woke up and that shit. Because all right, so we was at the hotel. We was laying in bed. We was chilling. And the night before, my wife kept saying, "Let's just get up and go to Good Morning America." What? Like mad random. Like, why do you want to go to Good Morning America? And she's like, nah, because I love Good Morning America, and they get up early, and they always outside, and we could be on TV, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, in my head, I got to be like, all right, we came out here to experience some shit. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Needless to say, we slept in. That didn't end up happening. But we still turned it on the TV in the hotel when we got up. And then, they were talking about Matt Lauer, how he got terminated for sexual misconduct. Like, I don't understand where this is coming from. It's like everybody, Russell Simmons, son, Russell, he stepped down from all of his businesses because he said that, he don't want none of that to get in the way of he doesn't want the negative energy that's coming towards him right now to get in the way of any of his businesses. So he's stepping down. Word. All I'm saying is I don't want this harassment shit to get out of hand. Talking about sexual assault. Yeah, but you already know what's going to happen. Like, mad people would just scream, like, everybody. Terry Crews, that shocked me. I know that happened a few months ago or whatever, but he was like, yo, he experienced it in Hollywood and all of that. Like all of this shit started with Bill Cosby. It all started with Bill Cosby, and it's like, what kills me is why most of these allegations come years. Well, all right, so I'm going to say this. You can't discredit, like, facts are facts, and we don't know what the facts are. All we know is that somebody said that somebody touched them. They felt uncomfortable, but they were in positions of power, so they didn't feel comfortable coming forward because they didn't feel like anybody would believe them. That's not outside of the realm of possibility. It's not. So if somebody come to me and tell me that they were sexually assaulted or raped or whatever, like, you can't just automatically think in your head, oh, they lying. Because they might not be lying. Who's to say that they're lying? And why would somebody, like, you can't say why would somebody lie about that, because there's a bunch of reasons why people would lie about shit like that. But I can't imagine that that's the easiest thing to open your mouth and tell. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine that that's the easiest thing to go to the police with, or to go to your family with. Because you feel like you did some shit wrong. Like, I know people that have gone through that. You know what I'm saying? And nobody immediately comes forward and talks about it. It's like, because they're always made to feel like they did some shit wrong. Oh, well, maybe if I wasn't wearing this, or maybe if I didn't associate with this person, or maybe if I didn't put myself in this position, then this wouldn't happen to me. Like, come on, I can't imagine what that shit does to somebody's mental. Getting caught up because, like, there's a million different reasons why that can happen to somebody. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility to think that someone would be hesitant to come forward with information like that, because that shit happens. It happens, yo. Like, for those select few that are out there just running around lying about shit like that, they're going to hell. They know they're going to hell. But, like, Matt lies. And then you got lawyers involved. You got advisors. You got people coming at you like, nope, don't say nothing. Stay quiet. Don't say shit. We'll take care of it. We'll handle it. And then their conscience is eating them up, because they want to come forward and be like, you know what? I did that. I was wrong. What's the other dude? Kevin Spacey. He did something. And then came out the closet right after that. Like, yeah, I did it, but I'm gay. So And then, like, nobody ever heard from him again. Nobody's saying nothing about Kevin Spacey no more. Why? Because he came out and said he was gay now? Like, come on, B. Everybody need to be held accountable for their actions. Like, you can't just go around touching people without it being welcome. Grab them by the foot. How is that dude still in office? How is he still in office? That's crazy. Like Bill Cosby, listen. Initially, I was like, you know what? Nah, not Bill. Really? Pudding Pop? Mr. Huxtable? Nah. But you got to get past that thinking. Because it's like, yo, how many women? Wasn't it over like 50? And yes, some of those might be fabricated, but out of 50, I'm going to say, hold up. Because I remember, Cobra, you brought that up on Friday. I'm going to answer that question. But out of 55, let's say 55 women, in my opinion, it's at least, so one is too many. Out of all of those women, one. If one of those women are telling the truth, then one is too many. So I can't rock with them no more. I can't. Like, do I miss the Cosby Show? Hell yeah, I miss the Cosby Show. But I watched the Cosby Show frontwards, backwards. Like, I have those episodes memorized. But I feel like if it was on TV now, like if I were to sit down and watch an episode of the Cosby Show right now, I wouldn't have the same feelings towards it. Because I'm going to look at it differently. So, Cobra, you asked would I watch or support? I don't know. The Cosby Show, like, I'm not going out buying nothing. Like, that's what you're asking me. Like, I'm not going to go out and buy, like, a Cliff Huxtable authentic Christmas sweater, no shit. Like, I ain't putting no money in his pocket. I'm not going to do that. If that's what you're asking me. No. So, some of his alleged say they think something. Yeah, I think something happened too. I do. I don't think he's innocent. I think Bill Cosby absolutely, dropped Molly in their drinks and got them wet and was doing things. Like, I absolutely believe that. Because he said it. There was a talk show that he was on the talk show and he said some shit. It was kind of slick. And he said something about dropping something in somebody's drink or whatever. I believe that. I absolutely do. But I don't think he's the only one. I honestly believe that it has a lot to do with the time. Like, come on, B. Like, coming up in that time when you in Hollywood or whatever, like, that was some shit that people was doing. You know what I mean? You crack a tablet, put it in a drink or whatever. Sometimes you let Shorty know you was doing it. Sometimes you didn't. And things happen. Like, I'm not saying that he was the only one. I'm not saying that it's right. That shit is absolutely wrong, B. Like, if you gotta drug somebody in order to get them aroused enough to want to do things with you, then you ain't got it going on like that. That's just it. I'm talking about they only think something happened and called rape. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I'm not saying that that's okay. That's not okay. None of that is okay. I'm just saying that there was a different time. Like, it was happening. And he's not the only one that was doing it. I know he's not the only one that was doing it. You only think something happens and called rape. So what you mean? Like, if they drugged up and they not sure what happened, but they think something happened and they just screaming that it's rape? Son, that is rape. That's rape. If you're not sure whether or not you had sex, come on, B. That's crazy. If you're unsure whether or not you had sex with somebody, that's rape, B. Yes, that's rape. I would call that rape. Because you got to be conscious. Like, you got to be conscious. You can't just, you can't just dope them up and have them, inebriated and they don't know what's happening. That's rape. That's absolutely rape. That's not okay. Like it got to be consensual across the board. It has to be consensual. Like we both have to know exactly what's going on. Like from the moment we get together throughout the day until the moment we end up where we at doing what we doing. Like we both got to be aware of what's happening. There can't be fear involved. There can't be drugs involved. Like, nah, man, that's not cool. How do they know if I was in? You mean I? Why you saying I? What you mean I? Why you say I? Come on, B kid. Don't use yourself as an example. What if they was drugged up? I don't know. I've never done that. I've never dabbled in the drugs. Like I've never done it. So I don't know. I don't put shit in drinks. You don't do that. I'm just saying in general. Okay, so what you're saying is they think something happened, but they're not sure that something happened. But because they're not sure and they think that something possibly happened, they scream rape. That's what you mean? So nothing happened, but they was drugged up and they think that something happened, or they got too drunk and they don't remember the night. Okay, all right, I got you. But wouldn't you know? Son, wouldn't you know? Like, I can't imagine, like, I don't know what it is for a female. I only have, like, the external. I don't have the internal. I don't know what it's like for a female. But, like, women, like, I'm asking y'all, like, don't you know if you had sex or not? Like, when you wake up in the morning, like, wouldn't you feel something different? Like, wouldn't you know whether or not you had sex? Like, that's a real question. Like, don't you know? No? Nobody? I'm asking women, like, if you had sex, regardless of whether you were drunk and you don't remember shit, like, wouldn't you feel it in the morning or whenever you woke up or when you tried to walk or whatever? Like, don't you feel, like, don't you know whether or not you had sex? So would I be wrong if my man didn't want to go out, but I convinced him to get real drunk before he gets home? I do. What? You do the what? I don't even know what that word is. To him, is that rape? Listen. If your man or your woman, whatever, don't know what the hell is going on, if they didn't consent to it, it's rape. That's it. There's no, like, there should be no like stipulations. There's no different circumstances, or like, come on, that's rape. If they don't know what's going on, if they didn't say, yeah, baby, let's do this, that's rape. It's rape. Yeah, so you know what happened. Like, come on, like, that's crazy. Anything that happens that you don't consent to, I consider that rape. If you're drugged, you don't always know, but you would know something isn't right. Exactly, like you would know something wasn't right. Right? Like there would be I don't know. I feel like there's a feeling, like you would feel something. And you gotta think when I think rape, I think aggression. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's rubbing the hair. Like if you drugged up, like I'm not thinking that they rubbing your hair and kissing your cheek and being gentle. I'm thinking aggressive. To the point where you're hurting. You're gonna feel something in the morning, regardless of whether you drugged or not. You're gonna feel something. That's rape. If you don't know what's going on, if you didn't sign up for it, if you didn't say yeah, and if you questioning it, come on, that's rape. That's rape. And then what's the argument going to be in court? Oh, well, yeah, she said yeah. She was drunk, but she said yeah. Or she sniffed coke, but she said yeah. So I didn't know it was like, no, that's still rape. Because they wasn't in their right state of mind. They weren't in their right state of mind. Don't they ask you that when you go to court? Like when you go to court and you pleading guilty to some shit and you standing in front of the judge asks you those questions. He's like, have you had any drugs today? Have you been drinking? Is there anything in your system right now that would alter, your ability to consent to what's going on and blah, 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 blah. Like, they ask you that shit. I don't agree. There are plenty of people molested and raped, and it was done quietly and non-aggressively. I'm not saying every instance. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in my head, that's what I see. When I think rape, that's what I think. I think aggression. I think somebody overpowering somebody else. So that's why I say that. But, again, I've never been in a situation, so I don't know. I'm just saying what I think. And what I think is, if you had sex, if you had sex, you're going to know the next day that you had sex. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But either way, that shit is wrong. A woman put a man in jail because she had a dream that he raped her. All I'm saying, rape is serious and should be investigated to the fullest. A dream? She had a dream that she got raped, so the dude got locked up. I don't even know what to say to that. There got to be more to that story. All right, there got to be more to that story. She had a dream that she got raped by a dude, and the dude ended up in jail. What's the backstory? Where can I find this story? Because I need to hear more about this. Look it up. Thanks, Cobra. I'm going to do that. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. That just, it's a touchy subject, period. What about them bitches who lie and say they were because their families don't agree with the race their daughter slept with and found out? So those women are going to hell. And those women deserve to have their ass beat thoroughly. I don't think people really realize, like, you messing with somebody's man, like, that's their livelihood. Like, I don't know, man. That's why you can't just go around sleeping with everybody. You can't. Because you don't know who's going to say what about you. That's why, like, this casual sex shit, nah. And I'm not saying that I'm innocent, that I've never done it. I absolutely have. But some things you just grow out of. And you got to take responsibility for yourself. You can't put yourself in every position. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, for me to end up, like, for me to get with somebody and then the next day have the cops knocking on my door, like, yeah, Mr. Smith, you need to come with us. And then bring this person's name up to me and be like, yeah, this person said that you raped them. Like, what? What? Okay. And then, like, what's your defense? Like, in situations like that, it's your word against theirs. Like, nah, I didn't do that. Yes, he did. Bitch, No, I didn't. Like, like, what do you do? There's nothing you can do. It's your word against theirs, and then you're fucked. Like, what do you do? Either way, you're fucked. Even if you go through the whole shit and they find out that you're innocent, you still had to go through the whole shit. Like, your name got dragged through the mud and all of that. And come on, man. Like, you can't play like that. Don't do that. That's wrong. Well, a lot of y'all going hard body right now. It's the act of casual sex. It's the person claiming rape. This cost me my job. Someone jokingly made an accusation just to me. I go to report the issue and lose my... Whoa. Hold up. I didn't know nothing about that. You have to inbox me about that situation. What? At the cable company? Please don't tell me that happened at the cable company. That sounds like some shit that would happen at the cable company. Don't ever open your mouth and say I raped you. Ever. Because you will have a problem. I'm not built like that. I wouldn't do that. It's not in my nature. Rape shit. What if, alright, so what if it's the dude? Let's flip it. Yeah, calm down, bro. But what if it's a dude? What if, perfect scenario, what if a dude was with, he got a girl and, he was drinking and he was inebriated and he just didn't want to go, he didn't want to do nothing. He was tired, he wanted to go to sleep. No, I don't want to. Stop touching me. Leave me alone. Goes to bed and then his girl comes in the room and starts doing stuff to him after he said no repeatedly, and he's too drunk, he's too inebriated, and he can't like get her off him. He's just like, yo, stop, no, I'm good, drunk, I can't, but they keep going. Is that rape? That's a real question. Is that rape? Dude said no multiple times. He's tired. He's drunk. He don't feel good. He don't want to do it. She keep going. Get off me. Keep going. Is that rape? Seriously. Because the door swings both ways. So I'm just asking. Because that's basically what these women are saying. They're saying, oh, I don't really remember, or I wasn't, in complete control, and I was drunk, or I don't really, like, that's what they're saying. So is that rape? It isn't unless he claims it to be. So is that same thing true for the women? So same situation happened with the women, but because they don't go to nobody and tell them that they was raped, they wasn't raped? A lot of women out here make verbal sexual advances at men all the time. Yes, they do. Yes, the fuck they do. Most men wouldn't. You're right. Most men wouldn't report that. Most men wouldn't say anything about that. But because Cobra just said it's not rape unless they claim it to be rape. So if a man or a woman, regardless, if that same situation happened, drunk, high, whatever, with their significant other, get off me. Nah, I can't. I'm drunk. I don't want to do this. Nah, babe, come on. and they just get on you and they just start going and you're like, no, like get off of me. But you're too drunk to do anything about it. Is that rape? Because he's saying it's not. Unless it's claimed. So same thing true, man, woman, whatever. I'm just trying to understand it. Because that's a double standard. And that's a real messed up double standard. Like, I'm not saying she was like 280 pounds and was able to body slam and suplex and all kinds of shit to you, but you're drunk, they're not. You're high, they're not. You're inebriated, they're not. They want it, you don't. But they take it anyway. That's rape. In my opinion. I think it's more likely to be said if they weren't a couple. I don't know what that means. So if they're a couple, it's okay? So it's more likely to be said that it's rape if they're not a couple. But if they are a couple, then... Okay. You don't think that a man would call rape on his girl? Okay. But regardless of the fact of whether or not he said it was or wasn't, by definition, is it or is it not rape? Reporting is one thing, but if she or he says rape didn't happen, it's not. Okay. I think I need to look up the definition of rape because it's becoming a matter of opinion at this point. You know, that's crazy to me. I'm not saying it would be okay. It's rape if one person is not conscious. Okay. Why are there so many different definitions? Medical definition of rape: unlawful sexual activity and usually sexual intercourse carried out forcibly or under threat of injury against the willing, usually of a female or with a person who is beneath a certain age or incapable of valid consent. No. Yeah. Unlawful sexual intercourse or any other sexual penetration of the vagina. Wow. Unlawful sexual intercourse or any other sexual penetration of the vagina, anus, or mouth of another person with or without force by a sex organ, other body part, or foreign object without the consent of the victim. Okay, so by that definition, a man can't be raped. Well, no, that's not true because it's not just vaginal, it's anal or by mouth. So I guess, yeah. But by that definition, a woman can't forcibly rape a man by that definition. By that definition, that is true. I'll read it again. By this definition, a woman can't forcibly rape a man. By this definition. Unlawful sexual intercourse or any other sexual penetration of the vagina, anus, or mouth of another person with or without force by a sex organ, other body part, or foreign object without the consent of the victim. So, because I'm the person that has, that body part that would be penetrating, a woman can't. Like, you gotta read it. Look it up. Google it. Yeah, we got body holes, you nasty. But by this definition, what I'm thinking, what I'm saying is, this is basically saying that it's more catered towards a man forcing himself upon a woman as opposed to a woman forcing herself upon a man. You're so stupid, Don. You can sit on his face with force. Okay, that's true. But would he report that? Probably not. Yes, Cobra, there are levels to rape just like there are levels to sex offenders. You're absolutely right. You're still penetrating the vagina. See, I guess. Semantics. All I'm saying is this. If you're not conscious, then you can't consent. And if you can't consent, it's rape. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And it's a touchy subject, and everybody's always going to have different opinions towards it, and I think that bothers me the most. Like, there really shouldn't be like a variation. Like, if you don't say yes, it's rape. Man, woman, whatever. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how many Bill did it to. I don't know. But in my personal opinion, like I said, if at least one of those women are telling the truth, that's one too many. And he deserved everything he got. I think that definition, rape, because more women. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, one is too many. Absolutely. Even if it was only one out of all of those women that came forward and was like, he touched me. If only one of those women was telling the truth, that's one too many. And he deserves everything he gets. Same with Russell Simmons, same with Matt Lauer, same with everybody. Everybody that's getting it right now. What's his name? Kevin Spacey, all of them. It's not okay. Just because you feel like you're in a position of power does not make it okay for you to go around touching people. Like, who raised y'all? Can't just go around raping people. And you can't get mad at the victim either. Like, you can't go victim shaming. That's just crazy. Like, if you weren't there, you cannot look somebody in their face and be like, you lying. That did not happen. You can't do that. Yeah, Louis C.K. I heard about that, but I don't know all the details. They said that he was, like, he was just whipping it out. Why you even do that? Who does that? Like, who made these dudes, B? Whipping it out? Really? For what? Don't do that. That's nasty. Like, don't nobody want to see that. If it's not welcomed, like, why would you do that? It's crazy. But, yeah. That's too much. Y'all are doing the most. Cut it out. Leave these people alone. If they're not welcoming it, if they're not asking for it, stop it. Listen. If nobody's asking to see your dick, keep your dick in your pants. Period. I can't answer that question. I didn't even know that was the case. Like, they stayed until he finished? That's wild. That's crazy to me. Then they wanted it. If you stuck around and you watched until he fit, that's a long time, dude. Come on. There's more to those stories. There's a lot more to those stories. And just sit there and watch somebody beat their shit. Come on. The great sweatpants matter. Stop it. Yeah, exactly. What? I don't know what they're talking about. Okay. 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 What about R. Kelly? What about R. Kelly? Take a page right out of the Boondocks. I see piss coming. I move. She saw piss coming. She stayed. So y'all don't listen to R. Kelly no more? Fuck R. Kelly. he's delete. Alright. So you don't listen to his music no more? Alright, I hear all of y'all. I hear everybody. Fuck R. Kelly, blah, blah, blah. So y'all don't listen to his music no more? That's my question. Y'all don't fuck with R. Kelly no more? You try not to. Okay. Listen, I saw the video too, okay? I absolutely saw the video. Yes, that was him setting the camera up and all of that. Like, I saw the video. I saw the videos, plural. It was more than just the one with him and the little girl. I didn't say pay to see him. I said listen to his music. I saw the tapes. It was him on every last one of them. The one where he pissed on the little girl, all of that. I do not It's just funny to even say that out loud. I don't condone none of that. I don't. But I can't deny a hit when I hit one. That's all I'm saying. By today's standard, everybody that watches him watch child porn. You spanking that little girl. What? Too hard. That was not right. I would pay, but I'm not allowed. I don't know what that means. Listen to his music carefully. He was telling us. We know that. Yes, we know he was telling on us. Come on, yo. Seems like you're ready? Yes, we know. He said it in Vibe. Little cute Aaliyah's got it. Like, we know. But, like I said, you can't deny a hit. So hold up. I ain't even trying to like switch the whole shit up or nothing, but I still don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Nobody threw Aaliyah under the bus though. Why? Because she was the victim? Is that what it was? She was too young. She didn't know what she was doing. So she got a pass. And everybody threw the book at him. But nobody questioned her. I guess that was her parents. Like, her parents really kept her out of all of that bullshit. It was like, nope, not talking to my daughter, nope. And she fell back for a minute. After all of that, she went back to school. She graduated from school. She went to college for a little while. Then she came back with the Dr. Dolittle soundtrack shit. And then the Romeo Must Die shit. And Age Ain't the One in a Million album. So she fell back for a minute. She gave her reputation a minute to heal. Okay. I get that. You blame the parents. What parents? No, you can't blame the parents. She did not marry him with her parents' consent. That's not true. Her parents didn't know anything about it. And when they found out about it, they got in a moment like it never happened. And they always denied it after the fact. But they didn't allow that. She did it behind their back. But like, she didn't get anything for that. It's not always the parents' fault. It's the parents' fault a lot. Not always. Some of these kids, I don't know. It's not always the parents' fault. All I'm saying is that you got to get to these kids early and let them know what's what. But sometimes the parents are just doing their best. It's not always the greatest situation in the household. Can't always blame the parents, man. A lot of the time, hell yeah. I see a lot of these kids out here, I'm absolutely blaming your mother and your father. But that's not always the case in every situation. He made her sing Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. It was a hit. That whole album was a hit. That's all I'm saying. It was a hit. Y'all was all rocking to it. Stop front. Bump and grind, 12 play, seems like you're ready. All of that. Rocking. That's all I'm saying. Oh, but hold up. Kylie asked me something a while ago. I'm sorry, Cobra. This was fun for me to see. I didn't know where the hell it came from because it came from left field. And I didn't even know neither one of these two fools was still rapping. But that whole Mason Cameron thing, hilarious. I heard both songs. I like Mason's song better. I'm not going to say he bodied nothing because I'm just not going to say that. But I'm going to say I like Mason's song better. Cameron, I ain't never really liked Cam. Never been a Cam fan. Sorry. Never really been a big Cameron Dipset. Like individually, yeah. Like I like Jim Jones. Cool. Jewel's got a few bars or whatever. Never really liked Cam. Like he threw me with all that pink shit. I ain't like it. I never really believed him. And I'm from Harlem. Like I never really believed Cam. Like Cam, he cool, but I never believed him. Yeah, Mace's joint was funny as hell. Like it was real funny. But there's not really too much to say about it. It's like, yo, these dudes are so far removed from music. He was mad. He was in his feelings. Because he wasn't expecting it. So, that's how I felt about that. Yeah, like come on. Like they was all running in the same circle. Like, why would you put her out like that? She ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Why would you even say that? I thought it was funny. But what time is it? Damn, it's 8:20. Okay. I'm not taking up too much more of y'all time. Y'all seem like y'all filtering out. Anyway, I am going to what am I about to do? I don't even know what I'm about to do. I know there's another game coming on. I'm about to watch that. And next week, I will have my guests back, full production back, and we're going to be good to go. I appreciate y'all checking in. Again, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all low-key conversations. And Gmail, just, lowkeyconvos@gmail.com. Hit me up. Questions, comments, suggestions, all of that. Keeps doing that, and I don't know who the hell is trying to get in contact with me. But y'all be cool, y'all be safe. Talk, have conversations. And I will scream at y'all later. Peace.